Shalom and good day all. This is Tehillim29 back again for another anime review. And of course, doing things somewhat a little bit differently this time in regards to the review of Shaman King. Yes, I don't mind that I'm using StreamYard, and I don't mind that this is a private broadcast that will actually go public. And I look forward to when you do get to see it when it goes public. So I want to give a big thanks to the creator of Shaman King before I even start to cover the review on this. And with this, I am covering the episodes 25 to 36, so basically the next 12 episodes. And with the next one, I'll probably be covering 37 to 52, so from the last episode of this to from 37 to 52. So do stay tuned for it for when the next review goes up. So moving into the review, I must admit, watching through this next part of the season in regards to Shaman King was really quite interesting. And where I ended up leaving off in the Shaman King, the character of Hal was actually going up against some characters in the Shaman King tournament. So this is picking up where that left off from. And it's really nice to catch up with Shaman King. So jumping into episode 25, or jumping into episodes 25 to 36, we'll get through the first part, and then I'll share what I thought about that part of the story. So for episodes 25 to 36, Yo's journey to Shaman King continues. So episode 25, Yo watches on as Hal's catastrophe of his opponents damaged the arena of the Shaman King tournament. As the elders of the tournament discuss the outcome, Yo takes his acquaintances and friends to cool off as he goes out fishing. Where at the arena, they also learned how he is connected to Hal, or Hal Asakura. Moving into episode 26, after Yo shares about his brother, Hal, who is his older brother, other families in the background are making their own arrangements like the Ren and Asakura's. In relation to the Shaman King event. Ren gets an unexpected visitor by Yao Asakura's dad, who is called Mickey. I thought it was an interesting name for a character, but we'll get to that later. Who seeks to teach him some techniques in the upcoming matches to come. And this gets Ren lined up thinking he is there to mock him. And as this is happening, Manta is spending some time with Yo and Anna. Moving into episode 27, Ren has been defeated by Yo's dad, and as he wakes up, Horo and Chocolo, or Joko, whatever it's called in this, are enjoying a feast made by him. A small conversation happens between them, even as Ren asks the big question as to why they entrust their fate in the kids in series, which is actually a really good question. As things progress, Yo's dad learns that his teammates are in danger. Ren prepares to go on the offensive to go up offensive against one group. And Mickey, Yo's dad heads to his team in need of his help, and Anna makes her appearance to go on the offensive. Moving into episode 28, Chocolo and Horo have been cornered by Hal's lackeys, Peyote and turbine, as they now strive to fight to save Tao Ren, who has been severely injured. Yao Asakura makes his way with Faust and to get Manta to get someone of importance to help in regards to the recovery of Ren. As Anna waits as Miki Asakura comes to aid her with his teammates. Moving into episode 29, Anna, along with another to help Miki Asakura's teammates back to him, continue to fight where things left off in the previous episode. As Anna is taking Miki's teammates to him, she learns that of their history of how they have a golem to use in their shaman fight. Jumping into episode 30. As we jump into episode 30, returning back to what is happening with Yo Asakura, a deal has been made between the Iron Maiden to heal Tao Ren. As things continue, we start to learn how Yo meets his future fiancée in a bit of a flashback, who we know as Anna. As we move into the next part, episode 31. As things progress in this backstory, Yo and Anna, you learn that they had a very different personalities from when you first meet them in the series. And as well as seeing how they both changed, we also get a backstory to Matamuni, who is a cat spirit, to who was connected to the first Hao Asakura of the Asakura family. Moving into episode 32, whilst this backstory continues, you start to see how Yo Asakura starts to show some empathy towards Anna and her situation, and he finally shares his dream with her that he wants to become a shaman king. And Yo and Matamuni also confront a somewhat intelligent demon. Moving into episode 33, Matamuni consoles Yo Asakura as he is now on his way to try to save Anna from that demon that became somewhat intelligent. As someone has also offered him a lift to the location to which he now must find Anna. After Anna is saved, we start to see Yo return the direction to which he became the changed person. Episode 34, returning back to the present, Yo and Anna meet up once again as he shared the story of his oversoul, of how Masamune was originally owned by the first Hao Asakura. The story moves forward to the Iron Maid, who made a promise to revive Tao Ren after such lethal injuries from Hao's henchmen. Manta has gone with Wunsword Ryu to find the X-Laws, who are currently working on reviving Tao Ren. Episode 35, we have Horror, who ends up encountering some of Hao's henchmen as they attack some members that are close to him, as his villain uses a Lego form to attack not only the members that are close to him, but also Horror. And I found that was really clever, and I really liked that in the story. Things progress as we get the return of Lyserg, who brings Horror to a little headquarters that Yo Asakura's and his friends are present, learning about Chocolo's dark past, which has also affected one of the lives of the Shaman King contestants. Moving into episode 36, it sort of leaves things on a somewhat cliffhanger. Chocolo is in a fight against Miki Asakura's teammates, who are out for revenge but will have enough time but will he have enough time to share how much he has changed since that moment of his life? Then they turn their anger towards Yo Asakura, Mickey's son, as Wooden Sword Ryu aids Chocolo or Joko. Um, Yo Asakura assures Red Seb Mansa that he will get Seiram safe in his fight with them. And that's where things leave off in relation to the story. I must admit, it's really interesting as to how this story is going so far. I'll now move into my afterthoughts. Um, well, after watching these 12 episodes, quite a lot happened in this time. I wasn't watching the series, as I have been busy catching up with other things. With the first six episodes, we learn of the deep carnage that can come from how Yao's, uh, Yo's older brother, which we also learn about as things take a turn for Taoren, along with Choco and Horo, as they get some unwarranted attempt of training from Miki Asakura, Yao's dad, or Yo's dad, which leads to Taoren needing medical assistance. As things progress, we move into a new story in the halfway mark of these episodes to where we learn more about Yo's backstory and how he came to know Anna. After the backstory episodes are completed, we move into somewhat the next arc, which revolves around Horo and Chokolov or Joko or Joko, um, as both end up playing a part in their own small stories. One around Horo's mentors, to which he had to try and save, and Joko's around his past, which leads into Yo finally turning up to show the reality of a motto that gets shared around in this last episode quite a bit. Of the 12 being, you get what you give. With Hal's reappearance once again, he comes to consume the powers of Red 7 Seiram's golem, who we learn that Seiram has been possessed by their dead father, which is really sad and a bit of a pity for the character because it looked like um, that character was going to either start the breakout of their what's the word I'm looking for? It was like they were in a stasis of sort, like a mental stasis, to which their character in no way changed. Um, Overall, I definitely enjoyed these episodes. I stick to the rating that I have given, and it definitely intrigues me to pick up and read the rest of this manga, which I have been waiting to read in my drawers and bookshelf for a while. So, jumping into the ratings, for the main characters, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. The supporting characters, a 7.5 out of 10. So, the main characters consisting of Yer, Tao Ren, some of the supporting characters, for example, such as Yer's father. Anna, I think, in some essences, becoming a bit of a main character, more so of a supporting character, even though she does support the main character. Um, Moving into the animation rating, I gave it an 8 out of 10. And for the story rating, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I'd like to give a big thanks to the creator of Shaman King. And apart from that, thanks to all who end up watching this review. And let's keep it colorful. Until then, have yourself an awesome day.